So normally I would put something in here saying that this episode's TikTok liberal is, and kind of point to something like that. But this is from TikTok, by the way, but it's not a specific liberal. It's actually a classroom from last month during Pride Month where they literally have Pride stuff everywhere.
Young people in my class are teaching us about Pride Month. So we've got a lot of art up here dedicated to Pride Month starting here in June. And we have a calendar telling us about everything that's happening each day. Exciting. It's Vroom Vroom Art. It's been that for a while. Vroom Vroom Art. Orchid's Paw with a 0.
So if you're listening to this just on the audio, what you have is literally this classroom that just has Pride stuff everywhere, all over the walls. Everyone has on these colored t-shirts and it's on the calendar and it's written all over the whiteboard and everything. And this is why we need classrooms with cameras in them, okay? The thing is too, when you look at this, is think about what would happen in our schools. Just for a second, just go on this little mind journey, I guess, with me for a second. What would happen if they put this much effort into teaching math, English? What would happen? But instead, no, we're going to have the classroom decorated with Pride junk and pretend as if that's what's important. This is why, like I said, teachers in these classrooms need to be under video surveillance. We need to be able to see what is going on. Parents have the right to know what's being taught in these classrooms. Because I'm pretty sure if they saw this, they would be blown away at the ridiculousness of it. And this isn't a far-fetched idea. When you take your dog to get boarded, if you're going on vacation or something like that, what do they typically offer? At least the nicer ones. A live feed where you can watch and see what they're doing. It's not because you don't trust the people that are taking care of your dog necessarily. It's the fact that there's an accountability there, right? The people know that they're watching. And so they will act maybe differently than they normally would. What about daycares? Many daycares offer, obviously, as well, a type of live video feed of their child and everything else like that. I don't think it's too far-fetched for people and parents to advocate for cameras in the classroom as well. And the thing is that I know a lot of people are probably like, well, any surveillance is probably a bad thing, especially for the teachers. That's just going to make everything so bad. But the thing is that typically when we're talking about that, we're talking about people surveilling us when we, first of all, aren't aware of it, and two, have no right to do so. In this situation, though, parents are the ones funding and paying the taxes to get these kids in the school, paying the teacher salaries. There should be some accountability in regards to that. Something needs to take place for that to work. Like I said, this isn't Big Brother, as a lot of leftists might try to claim. It's accountability. That's all it is. Teachers want to be in private and want to be doing things secretly because they don't want you as a parent to know. And I get the teachers that are saying, well, you know, the worst part about the job is the parents and all this stuff like that. Listen, if you're teaching the correct stuff you should be teaching, this shouldn't be a concern for you. It's these teachers that are doing things they know they shouldn't, teachers that are teaching things that they know the parents don't approve of. That's why you have these teachers unions pulling out, getting rid of the material. They don't want you to know what's being taught in these schools. They're trying to keep it secret. And it's all because parents let go of being involved in many of their kids' lives years ago. A long time ago. Too many parents have let the school raise their kids. And then they get mad at the school because they're raising their kids the wrong way. Number one, parents need to be aware of it. Number two, the kids need to be able to communicate that to the parents. The parents need to be listening to what the kids are saying, need to be asking the kids what's going on and what they're being taught, going over the coursework, going over the material. This pandemic has proven many things. Remember, all of this kind of sprung up because parents were forced to get their kids out of school and were forced to actually have the lesson plans at home. And then they said, oh, wait, whoa, this is crazy. They're teaching this to our children? I guarantee you it's been going on far longer than you probably even realize, far longer than I even realized. But this pandemic kind of ripped off the cover, made it and exposed it. Allowed a lot of people to see what was going on. And then when they get ready to put their kids back in school and they're seeing them being forced to be masked and all of the rest of the stuff. And now with this crazy syllabus talking about CRT, they're finally saying, oh, wait a minute. Something is wrong and we need to do something about it. Something should have been done about this years ago. Parents need to raise their actual children these days so that the schools don't have to. The schools shouldn't be doing it. But as a supplement for that, as a replacement for that, the parents need to step up. Not only in teaching their students and their children, but also in vocalizing exactly what's happening and what they're opposed to with these lessons that they're teaching the students. Once again, it's not just California, it's not just New York, it's not just the Democrat-run states, it's all over the place. Even in Florida, it's happening, by the way. It's happening here too, especially in some of the more liberal counties and whatnot. At least we have Ron DeSantis just kind of pushing back on some of this to make sure that's not happening. But it is happening everywhere that you're looking. So we have to be aware of it. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.